welcome. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, starting a B-Live broadcast. And I wanted to do something really special today. And I've been really having a hard time getting live and being able to share my screen and take you through a step-by-step process of how I do things. So I thought today, instead of doing my regular webinar, which I'm struggling with the technology, I thought I would do a demo for you and show you how any restaurant, well, any business for that matter, can go ahead and get customers and get all the customers they need and want. I'm going to walk you through the exact process that I use and that my clients use to do this exact same thing. And I want to show you it. So I'm just going to start. Let's see if I can show you my agenda. Until I've got some eye trouble, so I have to use my magnifying glass even to see the controls. Let's see if I can show you the agenda. My screen updates show, let's see, agenda. I might have lost, no, there it is. Let's see if I can show it. Oh, I guess I have to show it one at a time. All right, see if it'll work. It says it's showing, but I don't know that it is or not. We'll wait a minute and watch for it. But what I'm going to do is walk you through the first step of the process. And that is, well, the first step is to decide that you want more customers and that you're going to go ahead and get more customers. Let me close this and see if I can show it here. That just shows me. I don't care about me. I want to see the agenda. Okay, forget the agenda. It's not going to work. I'm going to have to edit this out when I go to download this video. But what I'm going to do is show you how I create what's called an opt-in page, or a page to get at a place to collect the names, maybe, but the email for sure of my customers, the people that are coming to my restaurant and my business every day. I want to capture their information so that I can, number one, know who my customers are. Number two, so that I can communicate with them and tell them about specials, or in terms of events or menu items or changes or news about my restaurant, whatever it is that I want to communicate to people to encourage them to come back to my restaurant. Because it's no good if you get a customer once and they visit your restaurant and then they decide to go to one of the other 1 billion restaurants in this country. You want to get them to come to your restaurant and then to keep coming back for whatever reason, because they love you, because they love your food, because they love your atmosphere, whatever it is that brings people to your place. Once, you want to keep them coming back for more. So I'm going to show you the process that I use to do that. I use something called a squeeze page, or an opt-in form. And I have found the world's greatest software to do that for my business, for my restaurants, and for all of my businesses. And when we go into my file, you'll see I've got a lot of these funnels. They're called funnels, sales funnels, set up. I'm in the process of transitioning my off-world, no, they're all in this world, my offline businesses to the online world. So my brick and mortar businesses, my restaurants, my bars, my manufacturing business, my coaching program, my real estate businesses, I'm transitioning all of them from existing in buildings in a local area to the World Wide Web. And you don't have to do that, but part of what I'm doing is as I'm doing it and learning to do it, I want to show you how to take advantage of the pieces of the online world that make your business so much more successful, so much more profitable, and so much more fun. Because that's what we're all in business for, right? To make a profit and to have fun. And for whatever other reason you started your business, whether it's for the freedom of, or the control of being your own boss, for, creating your own schedule. Unfortunately, I found that when I've had my own businesses, all that's done in the past has created a job for me, a job at which I work actually more than I worked for my bosses in corporate America, which was a really scary time for me. And I needed to learn how to transition out of that to actually having my businesses run themselves, not run me. So let's go ahead and jump right in. The software that I'm talking about, let's share my desktop so you can see what a massive mess my desktop is. And I think I'm going to hide me if I can. I'm going to go solo but I have to keep me up there or it shuts off the recording. Ask me how I know that. Well, I did that one time. I took myself out, and once you take yourself out of the broadcast section, then guess what? You aren't in the broadcast section anymore. So let's go ahead and look at my whole screen. Actually, you are looking at my whole screen, and I'm going to, and I don't know why you'd want to look at my screen. This is silly. Let's hide that. Let's take that back down, and let's go ahead, and we're going to go to a software called Clickfunnels. And I will put the link in the comments below this video so that you can see what I'm talking about. And now I'm still showing up because this has to go solo. There we go. This is my Clickfunnels account, and I'm gonna have to switch to that page because I have no idea what I'm doing now. There we go. I have to be able to look at it too. And this is actually one of my funnels that I do the webinar for. It's a webinar funnel, but we're actually just gonna go to the main Clickfunnels because I wanna show you how to do that. I will put the link in the comments below, as I was saying, so that you can, if you don't know what Clickfunnels is or you don't have one, you can get a 14-day free trial to this incredible piece of software. And I guarantee that once you try it for 14 days, you will never go back. You will never want anything else for your business. I've been struggling, and I mean struggling, to try to do some of these things online for probably 12 years, maybe longer. I was one of the early adopters for learning and trying to do things online, but I wasn't able to get the success I wanted because all the pieces were so hard to put together. I'd start a blog, but I wouldn't know what to do with it. So I could make blog posts. I figured that out, but I didn't know how to get anybody to see my blog posts. I started same thing on social media. I did a little social media, say Facebook, when Facebook first started, and I didn't really know what to do with it. I didn't understand it, so I didn't know what to do with it. And then about a year ago now, I found this software called Clickfunnels. And actually, I believe I heard about it from my friend, Jim Edwards. I followed Jim Edwards online for all the years that I've been online. He was actually the first online event or marketing type seminar or online marketing type seminar I went to was one of Jim Edwards' events. And then after that, I went on a couple of the Jim boat cruises and things like that. So I've had my toe in the water online for a lot of years, but I never jumped in with both feet until this past year. And when I jumped in with both feet, it was because I found this piece of software, and they have a certification program where you can be certified to learn how to use this software and then teach other people how to use it too. And so I initially got involved with it because I didn't want to teach other people how to do it, but I wanted to apply it to my businesses and my family's businesses. I come from a very entrepreneurial family, so we've got all different types of businesses. And I knew that this would be an awesome tool for all of our businesses so that we could quit piecemealing everything and actually have it under one umbrella and one main place that we use to manage our businesses online. And Clickfunnels has been that tool for me. But now that I've got it working for my businesses, I feel like I'm doing the world a disservice by not teaching other people how to use it and how to share it with other people so that they can improve their businesses and see the incredible results that I've been getting in mine and my family members have been getting in theirs. So this is the Clickfunnels main website. And when you come in, after you sign up for a free trial, there's a game you can play. This is an awesome game. If you're not familiar with Clickfunnels, they've done a really good job over the last 6 months with the launch of a book called Expert Secrets of simplifying and streamlining the process of getting started with Clickfunnels. When I got started, it was hard. There was no way of knowing, which is why I decided that I needed to join the certification program, is because I knew they would offer me a step-by-step hand-holding way of getting through the software, learning how to use the software, learning how to use it to help other people and help my businesses and those in my family's businesses. And so since that time, the Clickfunnels organization, or the Edison Group, has come out with incredible tools and trainings and options for learning how to use the software quickly and easily. So once you sign up for your 14-day free trial, again, link is in the comments, you'll be brought to this page, and you can either play the game or you can not play the game. It used to autoplay. I was super appreciative when they stopped that, because now you have to hit resume playing. But I've already played the game, so I want to jump right in to showing you how to set up your Clickfunnels so that you can get it working for your restaurant right away. And then we're going to show you how to set up a quick opt-in page as well. A couple of the things you need to do, and the onboarding process will walk you right through all these things, but you're gonna want to go in and make some integrations. For example, you'll have to, if you have an email provider, you'll have to set up an email integration. I actually have an Aweber integration, and that's a third-party autoresponder, which I do not use. I just have had it for so long that I keep it. And when I was going through certification, you needed a third-party email provider to integrate into your system. So I was happy I had it, but I don't use it. Everything I do is in Actionetics, and that's because it's part of the Edison suite and it's all connected. And it is so much more powerful than a regular email autoresponder. That's why I choose just to use that. But you're going to want to go in, and if you do have another autoresponder service, say MailChimp, there's dozens of them. I'm only familiar with Aweber because that's what I've used for like all the years that I've been online with an autoresponder. But I highly recommend Actionetics, and I'll show you why down the road, because I want to share some of the cool things that I'm doing with Actionetics, some of the amazing things that you can do to target people and specific people, to give different offers to specific people based on how they've responded to things that you've offered them in the past. So a customer that comes to your restaurant once a week might be offered something different than the person that's been there for the first time. You would send them different communications. Very cool tool. SMTP settings, you're going to have to set up an SMTP account. I have SendGrid, as you can see, but there's all kinds of other ones you can use. Amazon S3, Mandrill, Send13 is another one people have spoken highly of, but you're going to have to set that up. I selected SendGrid because it's free. So you just click on the SendGrid integration and it'll walk you through exactly what you need to do to set that up. I also have set up custom domains, which you may or may not set up for your business. If you have a domain already, if you have a website already, you're going to want to use your domain name instead of the Clickfunnels version of your name. So this is where you would set that up. Again, I'm not going to go into all that here because that's too much. I just wanted to show you how to do an opt-in page, but I wanted to show you some of those quickly. Let's go to the main dashboard again, and it offers us options under funnels. You go to build funnel, and if I go to build funnel instead of browsing my existing funnels, it will give me a very cool way to segment. And from the funnel cookbook, it will give me, which is free, by the way. If you go online, you can get a free PDF copy of the funnel cookbook. I have a hard copy because I'm one of those people that needs the hard copy with me that I can go through, write notes on, and whatever. But what you can do for this to really help you streamline the process is answer these questions, and it will narrow the possibilities of the different types of funnels you need. So let's go retail, because restaurants are retail. And then let's go generate leads, because we want to get the information of our customers, our restaurant patrons, so that we can capture their information and then continue to communicate with them and to build a relationship with them. So by selecting those two checkboxes, oh, here we go. Let's make it 3. And let's say I want their contact information, because that's what I want. It narrows down the type of funnels that I can choose from. Well, I'm going to choose a traditional squeeze page, because I'm just going to show you how to do that today. And when I click on that, it'll tell me a little bit about this. This is right out of the cookbook. The directions on how to build, just like a recipe. It tells you what you need, what type pages you need, and the recipe for building the particular funnel type that you want. Then it also offers you several templates for free right off the bat. There's 8 for this particular page. And below that, then there's also templates already done for you that you could buy. There was a restaurant one. I'm not seeing it right now because I came into it by a different way. But of these 8, let's just pick one and start building on it so that I can show you how simple and easy it is. I could go blank, but let's go with let's go Breeze. I want to pick one that doesn't have a video because I think video is intimidating for a lot of people. So I'm just going to say Get Funnel. I think video is intimidating for a lot of people, and so they don't want to start out using video right away. So while that's loading, I'm going to sneak over and check my Be Live and make sure I'm still recording. Looks like I'm still here. Awesome. Hate when I get kicked out. So that loads into your account, ready to edit and customize for your business. So what I like to do when I'm customizing any funnel is I go through each of the tabs and each of the steps to check and make sure they're set the way I want them to. That's the engineer in me. A lot of people don't do that. I will admit that early on, I didn't do that. I didn't have a systematic way of building my funnels and going through the process. I kind of did it in a hodgepodge way as I thought I should. What happened is I ended up missing things. I might miss an integration, meaning I collected the leads, but I didn't hook them up to my email account. So I wasn't capturing any of those leads. So people were coming to my squeeze page or my opt-in page, signing up, but then their information was being lost as soon as they hit the button because I forgot to put the integration in that told it when they pushed the button to send that information, not only to go to the next step in the funnel, but also to send that information to my email autoresponder so that I could capture that and put that on a list. I didn't make that mistake too often or too long before I decided that I needed to come up with a systematic way to go through my funnel building. So the first thing I do is I go to the steps. I want to change the name of this. I don't want this to be, if you can see where my cursor is, I don't want this to be the name of my funnel. And I also want to put in a custom domain because I don't want my Easy Hubs as my default ClickFunnels account. I don't want this particular funnel to be set up on my easyhubs.clickfunnels.com. I want to change that. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to settings. Now I just said I normally go through these one by one. Well, steps, there's my steps. Stats. I'm going to click on this and show you how powerful this is. What this does is this shows me how many page views I have for each of my 2 pages and how many opt-ins I have. Right now, of course, it's all set at 0. And then it says my starting date and my ending date. And you can change those and run reports for specific dates now. But I just wanted to show you that I do kind of look at these. Contacts, of course, I don't have any in there. But once people signed up, this is where their contacts would be. And then settings is where I really want to go first. So let's be honest. When I'm starting a new funnel, I will usually skip stats and contacts because I know that there's nothing in there yet. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name of this funnel. And I'm going to call it Restaurant I put name here so that people would put their name. I'm going to call it an opt-in. They're calling it a squeeze page, but I'm going to call it an opt-in for my business. I don't want it in shared funnels. I want to put it in, and here you can select and group your funnels if you have a bunch of them, but we're just talking about one, but I'm going to put it in customer. The domain I'm going to use, and again, I already have my domain set up in here. Let's pick, what do I want to put it under? I've got other ones on these is why I don't want to put it on any of these. Let's put it on Supersize Bootcamp. And the only reason I'm putting it there is I know I don't have anything set up on that particular domain yet. I'm sure I'll go in and change this, but for right now, that's where I'm going to put it. Then the path, I want to go ahead and change this path too. I'm going to call this restaurant name opt-in, I'm going to call it. Again, I've got my, I don't want to look at that right now. I've got, oh, I'm going to get all kinds of messages now because there's another event going on that I signed up for. I've got my SendGrid SMTP integration already set up. That's the only one I have set up. So it's the only option I'm shown when I click on the drop down box. So I will click on that. Right now I'm going to leave my header tracker vacant, and I'm going to remember to take out this favicon, because this is the favicon for the template that I just selected. I don't want to use their favicon on all of my stuff. I want to have one for my restaurant myself. And that is assuming, and then I'm going to go ahead and check these. Stripe I'm going to keep off because I'm not going to be selling anything on this particular funnel. But then I need to go down and hit save and update settings. Always save and update your settings. Or if you go off the page, nothing will be saved and you'll have to start all over again. I've made that mistake before too. So then next, we're going to start out in the overview tab. And all we're going to do is we're going to click on this edit page button, this tannish colored edit page. And we're going to open up the page in the editor. Now, normally I want to have some of my assets already prepared. So I want to know where my logo is. I want to know where, if I'm going to offer some kind of an incentive for people to join my list, say a coupon or a discount, I want to have that created already. And I'll show you in the next video how to create one of those super easily and for free. But I want to have those things available and saved as pictures, as what I call digital assets or assets, so I can just go quickly get those as I'm building my funnel. Now, I haven't done that yet, shame on me, but I figured I'd run out of time before I got to that when I was doing this anyway. So let me just take a peek at this page. I don't like this page at all. It wasn't the best template I grabbed. But what you can do then is you can do anything with this. You can delete, you can add, you can do whatever you want to this. Now it's 100% customizable so that you can make it your own. You know, I think it's sad when people buy these pre-made templates and then have to find one that fits their business. Our businesses are as unique as we are. They're all so different and so special. They deserve to have their own custom look and feel that we can carry out throughout our whole business. And so as I look at this template, number one, it's for a yoga instructor. Number two, we're not going to be giving them probably a free guide. Number three, I don't like the colors, but what you want to do is pick colors, and probably 3 primary colors that are associated with your business. So for example, I would pick, and maybe you want to use this blue. I'm not loving on this blue. I'm not loving on giving somebody a free, again, free video guide, but if this is a great offer for a yoga instructor, I will say, if you can put something with the word free on it as your incentive for people joining your list and giving you their email name, their email, that will work hundreds of times better than just offering some kind of a discount or coupon. If you can use free on your coupon, that will get you so many more opt-ins or more people joining your list and wanting to get information from you than just offering like a discount, like say 10% off or 20% off even. People are kind of jaded by that. The cool thing about being a restaurant is, in order for people to use your coupon or use your offer, they have to come into your place to take advantage of it. They can't just get a downloaded video or a downloaded report or tips or tricks or anything. They have to physically come into your place and use it. And when they come into your place and use it, we all know from vast numbers of experiences that the probability of them just getting the one thing on the coupon is slim to none. Number one, they're probably going to come in with other people. Number two, they're 9 times out of 10 or more going to buy more than just what's offered on the coupon. So if you've got fears and anxiety about giving away the farm, don't worry about it. People love to reciprocate. If you give them something for free, they want to come in and be a part of your organization and spend money with you. So don't be afraid of giving away like a free signature thing, something you're famous for that you want people to come in and experience, for example. And keep in mind, it doesn't have to be a whole meal. It can be a sample of your best dessert, a sample of your filet mignon, a sample of your signature appetizer. You know, it can be whatever you want, but you want to be something that people would be excited about and they'd be curious about and that they would feel valued and that they would make the special trip to your place just to take advantage of that offer. So whatever that might be for you, I've got a lady that gives away a free pie. Now, she doesn't give away a free full-size pie, but she gives away a free mini pie. It's about a 6-inch pie to anybody that signs up for her list and becomes a part of her family, her little online restaurant family. I've got another person that gives away a free appetizer, you know, and I've got another one that does a free appetizer with the purchase of another appetizer, you know, like a buy one, get one free type situation. So it can run the gamut. It can be whatever you want it to be. And how you build that in and the way you want to customize that, I would, instead of her here, I would put a picture from my restaurant there. Let's just go to my assets and see what we've got. I have no idea what I've gotten here for available assets for this type of a thing, but let's just see. I'm going to skip some pages. Or you can always go in here and search, and then you can type in at Pixaboy, there's royalty-free software. So let's type in restaurant, and let's see what it gives us. That'd probably be better than what I've got in mine anyway. And so depending on your place, the look or feel, best, I will tell you, by far the best thing to do is have pictures from your restaurant, pictures of your real food, pictures of people enjoying their meals at your place. Anything that customizes and makes it uniquely your organization and your restaurant is going to be better than stock photos. But just to get started, use stock photos. Don't use not having customized or really awesome photos as an excuse for not getting this done. So let's go ahead and use, I'm torn between these two guys. I'm going to go with this guy because he's got red. I like red. And it's not really, this feels more New Year's Eve to me. So I double click on that and it loads it into my account and it will replace that little picture where it was. And this is why I'm setting myself a time limit, because everything takes longer than you think it will, especially when it comes to design and graphics. I'm not sure. Yeah, it should have uploaded. Yep, it's coming. Where are you? All right, or I could just pick these little guys because I've already got these uploaded, but that's just a place where you can get graphics really quickly. I think it's trying to, yep, there we go. I'm just going to put those guys in. Cancel, because it's faster. It's faster to have things already uploaded. So that's, let's say that's a picture of my restaurant or a graphic or something. I'm going to put a headline in here that makes sense for what I'm offering. Get free, we're going to do free in all caps, appetizer. Just for joining today. And I'm going to change the colors on this. So I click that little gear bar, and then here I can just click on this and I can pick whatever color I want. I'm going to go with red. I want a big, bold red for my text. And my bold color, I want to be red too, I guess. And I think I'm going to make my regular text black. So let's go like that. I like black text, black and red. So then red, that's my big attention getting a headline. I'm going to delete this. And to delete this, I just go to the orange element and I click the little delete sign. And then it asks me, are you sure you want to delete this? And I say, yes, I'm sure I want to delete it. And again, I think I would probably get rid of this line up here because it really doesn't add any value. It just kind of takes up space. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I definitely don't want to save that as a template. So let's close that. That's what happens when you hit the wrong buttons. So let's go back here. I just want to delete this again. And so I've got things called sections, rows, columns, and elements. And I want to delete the element. So I'm going to go, okay. Then the next thing I want to do, I'm just going to send this to the bottom for right now because it's just in my way. I want to delete this section. No, I don't want to add a row. Okay. Let's see if we can't move this section up. So I can change the margin by using this slide bar. So I'm going to move that up. And I need to delete this as well. Delete. Again, it's going to ask if I want to do it for sure. And I need to delete this one too. This is the bad thing about not dealing with your own designs. You have to just kind of figure out based on what someone else has done. I'm going to just save this. I will admit and recommend saving your work as often as possible. So we're going to save this. And I just want to preview it and see if that goes away when I preview it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Might have to still work on that a little more. That's what it looks like previewed. So let's get out of here and let's do a little bit more work. And that is our pop-up. We're going to have to make sure we edit that as well. So I'm going to have a good curiosity-based headline or a bribing headline. I am bribing you to sign up for my restaurant's email list by giving you a free appetizer. So then in this paragraph, I would write a little bit about a welcome, what they get, how they go ahead and take advantage of getting their free appetizer. I'm not going to do that right now. But then here it just says simply enter your name and email address. Now you have to decide if it's important for you to get their name or not. I think on the local business level and for this particular application, I think it's important to get people's names so that you can use their name in follow-up and in your email so you can personalize it because you want to really build a long-term relationship with these people. You know, there's a lot of information that says, oh, don't ask for the name because it cuts down the number of people that you get to sign up for your list. But frankly, I think that we want to know who we're dealing with. We want to know more than just their email from 10 years ago, who they are. So I think we should go ahead and ask for their name. Again, you can change the color of your buttons by clicking on this. Oh, I can try this. Let's click on our button. And then here I can change all of the properties of this. First thing I'm going to do is change what it says on the button. I'm going to say, get my free appetizer. Or whatever it is that you pick. I'm also going to change the color of this button because I'm not big on this blue. It's a really nice light and fluffy one for a yoga instructor. Not loving on it for again, I'm going to find the button and I'm going to click on it to change the color. The cool thing about colors in this software is you can pick a color from the color wheel, or you can actually just type in the number. You can't see me pointing, or you can just type in the number and pick your color that way. I'm going to go again. I want a super bright red. I like red. Red means hungry. Oh, that's terrible. If I knew the code for the bright red, I would go get it. And actually, I'm going to look at it right now. That red's pretty good. Let's copy this code because we want to make sure that we use the same color red throughout the whole. See, I don't think those are the same color red necessarily. Close. I guess I'm not an eye person, but close enough, I guess, for right now. But I might go into a spreadsheet quickly and paste that color. What I like to do when I'm building things is I like to have an open tab or an open worksheet. I just use Word documents because I like Word. But I'm just going to put that code in there. and save it in case I forget it. And that way I don't have to go back into ClickFunnels and find it. All right, so let's see what we got here. So again, that's what we would do. And I would keep the name and email and not edit those. I would change this probably to red, just for consistency of color. And again, that's the bold color, so I'm going to pick, I don't think this is my red. Usually it'll save the colors you use, but that is definitely not my red. So what I'm going to do is click it. Oh, I'm going to click here and I'm going to go in the box. And I'm just going to paste my code for the color I had. Yeah, that's a little better. I like the red. Now, other things that you can do is you can just change this whole background. I can add a background. I can either do it in each section, or I can do an overall background for the website. So say I want to use, and I'm just going to pick a picture or a background. You can go in and you can select backgrounds from different images, different textures and backgrounds. You can search for different graphics. Not only you can, in addition to using just one of these pre-selected backgrounds, you could use a picture as your background. I do that on a lot of my websites, or a lot of my funnels websites. I don't have really websites anymore. All of my websites are funnels. This takes so long to load. I apologize. It's a slow process when you live out in the country. But I could take any one of these textures. I've got red, so let's not picking something too obnoxious. But if I wanted to have a dark background or something, this is going to be pretty obnoxious. I don't know that I want to go black. I personally think you have to test it, but depending on the color and the look and feel of your restaurant, you want to match your opt-in page so that you've got a consistent feel across the board for this. Let's just stick a black one in to see what it looks like. This is weird, this honeycomb one, but we're just going to do it because I want to show you the difference. So I can add this background to my website if I want. If I want a cool background, or if I want to use a picture, I can add a picture. Let's see what a picture would look like. Let's go back some pages. I have lots of graphics. Or again, we could do a search. Definitely not moving fast today, are we? I don't know if what I want's on this page anyway. It's hard to guess. So let's just do a search. Let's see if that's quicker. All right, we're in a restaurant search. So let's see what we've got for pictures in here. How about, I don't know what kind of restaurant it is. We probably don't want, we want more of a muted background, but let's just pick, I don't know that any of these are going to be a great background shot. I like that plate one. Let's take this one. It might be horrible. And if it is, then we just pick something else or we change it. I just want to show you a couple of things about background shots that are really fun and can create different looks and feels on your site depending on what you want. Have to wait for it to upload, of course. There we go. I wanted to use the two little guys. The two little chef guys are kind of fun. They'd make a fun logo. Now, if you have a logo, you would just use your logo. If you don't have a logo, I guess I have to go to my library then. My Clickfunnels account is definitely being slow today. I'm going to sneak a drink. Now it's to my page, of course, that I don't want. Load, load. There we go. So then you can see what this looks like behind your site. So if you have a picture of your restaurant that you really like that would make a great backdrop, you could use that. You can see that this is a repeating picture, so it's not a great picture for that. Yeah, it depends what look and feel you want, but you could do something like that if you wanted a scene. And then you can actually change the way this background appears by changing how it is. Like this one's repeat, but you can do and make it look different. So keep an eye on how this changes as I hit different buttons. And I have not saved for a while. That's probably a bad thing. If you have a cool landscape of your area, that might make a great background. Here's what full center fit looks like. Let me show you what that looks like. So that might make a fun backdrop if that's your city or something. And let's save this and then let's preview it so you can get a feel for what that looks like. I generally use full setting, but sometimes you need to use the repeat depending on the type of a pattern or picture that it is and how big it is. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So if you have a particular character or customer or not customer or person, like say you have a famous chef at your restaurant, you might want to feature them in this little side picture, or you might want to feature a particular dish, or maybe a picture of one of the appetizers that you're giving away for free, something that makes sense for your particular restaurant. Now I'm going to get rid of that top bar. We're going to get rid of that because that doesn't belong there. And you can see that when you do the preview, but that doesn't look bad with a picture as the background and as the backdrop for this particular one. We could then go ahead and change some of these section backgrounds as well if we wanted to, but I'm just trying to give you a quick feeling for what this would look like. So let's close that preview and let's go back and do a little more work. Still need to get rid of this particular section. Not sure why that wants to stay here. Now, the other thing you're gonna have to do is you wanna say where this button, what this button is gonna do, what the action is gonna be. So when you hit that button, when they put in their name and email the email is required, and I'm gonna show you that in a minute too, because you don't have to have the name be required. They can just put in their email. They have to put in their email because that's how the software tracks everything, but they don't have to put in their name. So let's make sure that that's not required. But what you have to do is set the action on the button, and you want the button to be set to submit order, submit form, because you want that to go to the next page, and then also you want it to submit that email to your autoresponder. So in order to make sure that happens, I have to go to settings, integration, and then I have to set up my integration with my autoresponder. So I'm going to use my ActionEdX account. I'm going to set my integrator to, I can do several things there. I can add it to a list. I can remove it from a list. I can do an email notification to myself or whoever I want. I can add a tag or I can remove a tag. I'm going to add it to a list, and I'm just going to pick a list, and we're going to probably send it to supersize 1. There's no reason I'm picking that except for I don't think I've got anything else in that particular list name. And then I'm going to save it. So now I've made sure that this is going somewhere. The other thing I want to show you is on these forms, this one, it says it's required, but what you can do is you can toggle this and you can make it not required. So now people have to put in their email address, but they don't necessarily have to put in their name, and the form will still be able to be submitted. I guess you could leave this here because if you wanted to, you could add, let's go row, let's add a row. Let's put 1. And then say we wanted to add your, logo here. So to add an element, you click on the orange and then it opens up all of the options for elements that you can add. Let's just add an image because we're going to say your logo is an image. And then all you do is you click on this, and then we go find the image, if we've uploaded it. Oh, I don't want to go that far. Let's go here. I think it's actually here. Might be back another page. Yeah, here we go. When you have lots of graphics, it's slow. So we'll just use this particular image. Or not. I apologize. I'm definitely having slow technical difficulties today, but I hope that you're getting some value out of this and that you're seeing how powerful this is and that it's easy to do these things and how you can create it for yourself. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize that because that's huge. I don't want it that big. I want it to be about, let's say, 150 pixels. That's pretty small. Let's say, and so I can just keep typing the numbers till it gets to be the size I want. That's fine. I want my logo to not be the focal point of this, and I really want this to be, I want it so that when people land on my page that the entry form is above the fold, it's called. So it's the first page that I see. It's before, so it appears on my computer. So this baby has to be a lot smaller, right? So I'm going to check this and make sure I'm all the way to the top of this. I am. And I might start using negative numbers. I don't know if this is a good design trick, but I use it. No, that's too many. So let's try minus 10. That's not enough. So let's go minus 20. Let's go minus 30. And this is pixels, and you might have a better feel for pixels than I do. Let's try minus 40. Oops, didn't work. It's 40, because I want that right up to the top. And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do the same thing. I want to make sure that's at 0. Then I want to make sure that this section is also at 0 or negative. I'm going to try making this negative, and hopefully it'll be on top of that background. Oh, that's too many. Now that's a little too much, so let's go 90. That's not enough. Uh-oh, why is that duplicated? Because I hit the wrong button, so we now have 2 sections. That's pretty funny, right? So we're going to delete one of these sections. Because we only need it there once, right? That was funny. I accidentally duplicated it. All right, I still don't like this. I don't like the look of this at all. So you know what I might do? I might actually just send this. And it still has that. I don't understand. I'm going to have to do some homework, guys, and figure out why this is here. Because I hate it in this design. I want that gone. Oh, and then all I did was go down into my, well, that's fine, I guess. But I still need to get rid of that thing on top. So we're going to stop doing this for right now because this is good enough for the first page. The other thing you want to do is you want to make sure, and most people don't tell you this, but you want to make sure you go in and change some information about the page so that it can be found by search engines and so that it can be found by people typing things in Google and searching. And also if you want to advertise to it some day down the road, it will create a good looking advertisement for you. Now, you'll notice it takes forever to save with that background picture. So if that background picture isn't doing anything for you, you can go ahead and get rid of that. But under settings, we want to look, we did our integrations for our email, but this SEO metadata, you always want to make sure you look at that and change that. So this is our restaurant. I would use the name of my restaurant really here instead of saying restaurant. And I'm going to say optin. That's what it is. It's my title, and no one's going to see that, but they will see. I guess they do see the title. If you were to advertise this, you would put your name, and I wouldn't put optin. I would say, you know, join us or something. Let's do that because we want it to show up right. So join us, and then description. That's a free appetizer for becoming part of our family. Or whatever you want to say there. And then make sure you change your keywords. So what type of restaurant are you? Are you a, let's say, all these. So if you're a special restaurant, if you're, say, a special cuisine, put that in here. Italian restaurant, but, you know, whatever type of restaurant you are, and then if you're in a particular area, put the name of your town or city. So let's do that. Let's go city. Restaurant, let's type in restaurant name. But you're going to want to put the name of your restaurant. And then another keyword would be maybe the name of your restaurant. And then the word VIP, because you want them to know that they're a VIP and they're important to you. And then you're going to put your name here, whatever your name is. Put Sharon here. And then if you want to have a social media picture, that would go here too. Let's use the little guys since we used them already. Of course, they're not going to be where I want them, so let's just use these guys, let's say. I have no idea what that's a social media picture of, but you can look. So select image was invalid and cannot be added to the page. Please try again. I don't know why I get that message when they already added it. That just seems strange to me. So that then shows you that you've customized your data. And so if you were to run an ad or something, or if you were to share this link at social media, this is what will show up when you share it. So let's check the rest of the settings. Tracking codes we don't have yet. That's a little bit more advanced. And then general, you just want this to show on right. Affiliate badges, do you want your Clickfunnels affiliate badge showing on the page or not? You can either show or hide it. Depending on what I'm doing, I usually leave that on because it's just another way to get money. If somebody sees it and they're like, oh, what's this Clickfunnels? And they click on it and then they sign up for a free trial and then they decide to become a Clickfunnels member, well, then you can earn based on what they buy. And why would you not want to do that? So let's go ahead and save this one more time because I'm here right. Again, we would edit this text, probably have a picture of a free coupon or something, but we could also do that with the pop-up, which reminds me we did not edit our pop-up. So let's look at that. Let's go ahead and show the pop-up. And this is just another chance to say, hey, get the free appetizer, you forgot to sign up. So when somebody's leaving your page because they just decide to leave it, maybe they don't want a free appetizer, maybe they don't like you, this gives you one more chance to try to get them to join your list. So again, I would make this name thing non-required. I would change this to red. Assuming I can do this today. Color in there, yep. I would put in my headline here. Whatever you want to put there, it doesn't matter. Again, I changed the color of this to that same red. And that looks bold, so let's go ahead and I'm pretty sure that's not the color, is it? Oh, yeah, it is the color. Okay, we got it. Again, I would probably change that too, and I would get rid of Jane. Put our little guys in there. Where our little guys go? I think they're on a different page. I don't remember now. Some people are wise enough to organize their visual assets much better than me. Maybe we'd stick a VIP thing there and try to get them to know they're important and we want them to be part of our VIP group. Again, I would probably put, you know, something cool here about some special thing about your restaurant here, and I would just type that in. I'm not going to do it now because, again, we're running out of time, but let's go ahead. And I would also pick another color to be part of my thing, to change this blue text to something else, but it's totally up to you. Let's go ahead and save this. And I hate that logo there, so we would or wouldn't want a different logo. And I am going to figure out how to get rid of that box on the top. Well, let's be done with this when it's done saving, and then just take a quick look at the thank you page, and then we're going to have to call it a day. You may thank my slow internet service for that. So I'm not going to get as much as I thought, but we will get the opt-in page done. The awesome thing about Clickfunnels is as soon as your page is done, it goes live, and it's live on the internet, and you can start sharing the link and getting people to your page right away. So normally it would only take, you know, if I was just doing this and not talking about doing this, it would take me about 20 minutes, maybe a half an hour to get it really looking the way I want it to create a funnel or an opt-in page for somebody, depending on how complicated it is. And this is a pretty simple one, just an opt-in page. So if I have the assets, if I have the pictures, if I have the graphics, if I have the words that you want to use on it, if you have the words you want to use on it, it's quick and easy to put one of these together. I guess it's quick and easy for those of us who know what we're doing. It's not necessarily quick and easy for everybody. Why didn't get me out of here? It's working, it's just working very slowly today. This is why I have trouble doing webinars and trying to record them, show my PowerPoint, talk, have my picture and everything all at the same time. My bandwidth just isn't strong enough or big enough or wide enough, however they describe that, to accommodate all of those things. So I end up not being able to do it. All right, there we go. Then we just click on the next page, which is our thank you page. And I'm going to hit the edit button before it loads because I want it done. And again, I'm going to change things so that it has the same look and feel as I want for my restaurant. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this red like the red I used on the first page. And whatever you choose to use is up to you, but you want a consistent look and feel for your particular there we go. And then I would say thank you. I would change this to our same graphic or to some other thing, or maybe a message from someone at your organization. Maybe you, the owner, would make a good message, or somebody special at your organization. Maybe a testimonial from a customer, a satisfied customer, your best customer. That'd be a great thing to put there. I'm just plugging some stuff, and then you would write your thank you paragraph. You know, now you're not going to say go ahead and check your email box. You're going to say, you know, come on in or stop on by. Today. By day and get your free appetizer. And again, this is where I'd probably put another color. I'm not liking that color. Let's go just go even black. Makes me feel better. I don't think that's black. I think that's yeah, it's black enough. And then maybe you want to keep this in. Maybe you want to say, I'm sending you something special. And then send them something in their email, a surprise, kind of a surprise in their email. And again, you put your name, the name of your restaurant here. I have no idea what's going on with my typing today. Hello. Come on, computer. So you would type your name there, and again, I would change the color of this. Sorry, guys, I'm not sure why, but I'm definitely having freezing situations here. There we go. I deleted it. Okay, I guess we're going to delete it. Let's go ahead and add something back in then so that we've got a signature. And I'm just going to type in. You can type in the name of your restaurant. Oh, what's going on today? Okay, well, that didn't work, so let's figure out what's going on here. There we go, the name of your restaurant. And you might also want to add some things like the address of your restaurant or the name, you know, the address or something cool. And then this would go, this, I would left center this. I would go left. And I would probably make it a cool font. So you can do that by, again, going in here, picking the color, and that's mobile text. Font size, select a font. So you could pick a font. So let's maybe find like a font that matches your business style. I'm just picking this randomly, so don't take that as it's got to be it, just whatever. But I can give you this blank template, and I can clean this up and make a cool template for you. And that's what I'll do. I'll write in directions of what to put in each of the places. And then if you'd like, message me below in the comments, and I will send you this share funnel. I'll clean it up, finish it, and add instructions, and then go ahead and send you the share funnel if that's something that would be of interest to you. Let's save it. And that is going to be all we have time for today. I'm going to cut it short. I don't want to have to be on too long with anybody and make you all crazy. So let me stop sharing my screen. I'm going to get me back on here because we can see how tired I am at yelling at my computer. And we're going to stop sharing. There we go. Put that one down there. And I just want to thank you for listening today. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I will also share in the comments below a link to Clickfunnels so you can get the 14-day free trial. And if you want more videos like this, walking you through with my slow internet about exactly how to do things and what buttons to push so you can stop and pause and rewatch them, let me know. And I would be glad to make some more because they're actually kind of fun. And I'm doing the work anyway, so I might as well show you what I'm doing while I'm doing it. That's all I have for today. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Bye.